first things first, The Flash is about to come out. And it's going to take like $1 billion if this movie wants to see any type of profit, from what I understand. They bought like a Super Bowl ad, and I guess like the 10-second ads cost like millions of dollars at the Super Bowl. And they bought like a full trailer ad, which means they spent millions upon millions of dollars on this film. But the director says that they will not recast Ezra Miller if they actually get a sequel. He says no one else could play this character better than they did. Better than
dude,
as you
better
know.
than him. It's a he. God,
Yeah,
I'm so tired. Of this.
Well, yeah, I gave up.
So
I was like, I'll respect your pronouns until you chokeslam women and become a menace to multiple counties and states, right? Like when what does it say on your warrant?
Lock
like
Ezra
what
up.
does it say on the warrant for your arrest? That's what I'm going by.
Yeah, lock Ezra up.
So
it, probably, honestly, if it's in California, it probably does say.
I know. Well, no, it was in Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii.
And
they
then,
probably don't care.
And then I don't know what it would have been in
Honolulu is a whole other story. They're also extremely. Anyways, I'm derailing. So
he says that nobody else could play the role like Ezra Miller. Look, he's not Robert Downey Jr. he's not. This is not Tropic Thunder, and this is not Iron Man, and you are not that special, right? Like, and this movie is, to be fair, getting really, really good reviews from people that like you actually would trust to give good reviews, not like shill media reviews, but a lot of the sites that I follow that also cover pop culture, movies, and television are saying that they have insiders who are saying that the movie has fantastic reviews coming from people that they actually trust, right?
I still haven't met a human being in flesh that says like Flash is a cool superhero.
You met human beings
the
in other forms.
No, but everyone in chat's like, oh, Dane, that's my favorite superhero. I was like, no, it's not.
Dude, and then Kellen got a bunch of hate.
Flash.
Oh, well, Kellen got a bunch of hate because he's like, all the Flash can do is run fast.
Seriously?
That's not true, though. It's not.
Okay, Brian, what can he do?
He can touch.
He can commit crimes.
He's literally a god. But okay,
he's in the Time Force, man, or the Speed Force.
So here's the thing: this movie's not being sold on Ezra Miller; it's being sold on literally endless cameos, right? So right now, off the top of my head, the first ones that came to my mind are obviously Michael Keaton because they're bringing back 1989 Batman. Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman. Here are I have a list of cameos that supposedly are in this movie, and it's that long.
Wow.
So what happens basically is he enters the Speed Force, and you're going to see glimpses. You're going to see glimpses of other characters. Adam West Batman, Linda Carter Wonder Woman, the Flash from the CW, but not Grant Gustin, Jay Garrick Flash, played by Teddy Sears, which just seems like a big FU to Grant Gustin, who just played the Flash for 9 years. Christopher Reeves.
Okay.
Christopher Reeve, Superman. Henry Cavill. Nicolas Cage from the Superman movie that never got made.
Okay, movie's goated.
Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
Mind.
It's her last appearance as Wonder Woman, supposedly. Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
Sick.
Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, and then at the end of the film, George Clooney as Batman will make an appearance.
Incredible.
Okay, back to goated again.
I'm not even saying
That's
I refuse to say spoilers because I don't buy for seconds that anytime we talk about this, everyone is like lock him up.
Are they gonna CGI Linda Carter to mean young and hot again?
No, I think that it's, a lot of the older cameos will be archive footage
based.
So
that makes sense.
Because if it's
he'll
done,
just act from the footage,
because it's a CGI shot of the Speed Force, so it's literally gonna be like him running by a scene of them. Thank you.
Whoa.
So it says, if this happens, yes, Machete says about Ezra Miller having him back. I don't think there's anyone that can play that character as well as they did. The other depictions of the character are great, but this particular vision of the character, they just, he's just got to be he's like, did I get the they, them right there? Did I get it right there? He's like checking himself. He's like, oh, thank
nice.
you. He's like, thank God I didn't offend the guy who keeps assaulting women.
Nailed it.
So it's like,
dude.
Well, he's like, hey man, I can't screw this up. I got a wife.
Yeah.
It's like,
what if Ezra comes for his wife too? You never know, man.
It reminds me of what he's saying here. Just feels like they're trying to save the movie because it's coming out and they just don't want to. They don't want it to bomb, so they have to say whatever good press they can. It reminds me of
hitting him where it hurts.
Charlie Cox just recently came out and said like when they were doing the press tour for She-Hulk. He did a presser where he's like, oh no, Matt Murdock is great in She-Hulk, and then he just recently admitted, he's like, oh yeah, I never watched those episodes.
Nice.
He's like, I acted in it, but I didn't. It's like, nice. But he's gotta do it because Disney's like, look, we're giving you your own show, you have to say nice things, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing happened recently with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who said basically oh yeah, go see Terminator: Dark Fate, and then afterwards he's like, yeah, those last two Terminator movies
the
are awful.
She-Hulk twerking ad has been the lowest point of society.
She-Hulk was so terrible. That was a.
Oh, you
I'm glad
watched it?
No, I didn't watch anything.
Oh, okay. Good
I
for
just
you.
watched the Gundam guy. I can't remember his name every time. What's?
It's a Gundam?
It's a Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I just watched his takes on it because I refuse to watch something like
Same
that.
with like
I'm not gonna do it.
Disparu and a lot of those guys that I watched all the takes.
I watched a lot of takes on YouTube. Never watched the actual thing ever. I would never pay for that ever.
The other
Well,
thing,
you know what? I watch Pop Culture Crisis for that surge.
I'm
Well, we haven't
on
even-
Pop Culture Crisis for that.
Oh,
exact
are
reason.
you?
Yeah.
Grow up.
we haven't even been covering Ezra all that much, to be completely honest. We haven't. So the other thing that's funny about this is the director says that, but it's not like the director would have any say in the matter anyways. It's not
yeah.
like he's the one who gets to decide who stays and who goes. It's the studio
Yeah.
that gets the final say on something
Who's
like
pay-
that.
whoever's paying for it,
and so
producers.
it's really David Zaslav who gets
Right.
to say that. But also, like, look, with this movie's budget, the delays. This movie's been in production since like 2014. Like this movie was
What?
This movie was originally planned in like 2014, and it was supposed to come out after Justice League in
And he's been the main character since
2016.
2014.
He's been the attached actor the whole time. At one point, John Francis Daly from like Freaks and Geeks was on board to write. That's how long this movie's been.
He's just been doing
in
hella
production.
crimes.
Yeah.
pretty much.
He's just been committing crimes across America. Just like it's like his own personal countdown to the release of the movie. He's like, on the 12th day of Flash, release my. It starts like, who's he gonna hurt today? But it's like with the budget, like if you spend that much money, and I have seen a massive a marketing push for this. Like I'm seeing the ads on the sites, I'm seeing the ads on IMDb and all these places for this film. Comes out June 16th, so it's right around the corner. Like they have to make a lot of money back.
When's Oppenheimer?
July 7th.
Yeah, mid-July. Yeah,
I'm gonna,
early,
dude.
I guess.
Not ironically, I'm probably gonna watch Barbie first.
Yep.
That movie looks
I'm definitely
sick.
watching. I'm definitely watching because I was actually on Venice when they were filming that. Like when
Really?
I
rollerblade?
just happened to be there. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I gotta get to Venice Beach. I just happened to be there and I saw the whole film going on. I was like, what?
It's way cooler. It's way cooler if you like got some inside information and like wrote down in your calendar that they're going to film Barbie in Venice Beach.
I
and you,
wish
like,
I was that
ran down
cool.
there.
I wish I was that cool, but no, it was just kind of inadvertent. And then I saw the photographs being posted to literally every social media around an hour later, and then I realized, oh, that was way cooler than what I thought it was.
I wonder if you're like eating cheeseburgers in the background of the movie.
Correction, I wouldn't eat cheeseburgers because I tend to be. Well, I might have been. I'm lactose intolerant.
Well,
so I
great
eat
great
those little
correction,
pills.
buddy.
Yeah, hey, I would be eating a hamburger. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Only different.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It
Making
is.
sure. I gotta cover it.
Somebody said Olivia Clare says 7 years when ago when Harambe died, society went to hell.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
Did you see Andrew Tate
the
tweeted
grave.
about that too?
Yeah.
He's just like,
Dude, Andrew Tate is on
He's
a
a-
spill. He's every morning is him and an anime girl.
yeah.
Who's anime girl?
A girl from an anime. I don't know.
And yes, they're saying the one with Ryan Gosling. Also, Ryan Gosling recently came out. He's like, "Why are you so worried?" He literally hit him with the like, "Why do you care so much about Ken?" Because they're like, "You're too old." Ryan Gosling,
He hit who with that?
like, because he's Ken in in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then he came out and he's like, "Why do you care so much? You didn't care about Ken before. Why do you care so much if I'm old?" So like the Flash needs to make like $1 billion in all these comments.
Nah,
Look,
that's not gonna happen.
we're talking. No, I think like it could bomb. They're saying like 70
I hope it
million,
does. I hope
$70
it
million
sinks
dollars
careers.
opening.
Seriously.
Like that's it on a movie that made like that cost like $300 million to make.
Since 2014, almost 9 years now. We're talking. I hope it bombs.
They released
Hope
it on the 10th
sinks.
anniversary.
Wow, that would be sad.
The 10th anniversary is the day it comes out. That'd be dope.
so sad. I honestly do. I hate to say, like, I don't wish ill on people's careers, but like, I think that stuff like this needs to start happening. Like, this needs to happen. In order for better movies to be made, we need to see some of these ones that are just abject
Dude, but
failures.
people hate
fail.
watch things now.
I know,
That's why.
and that's
That's
the
why I
problem.
always tell
That's the
people
problem.
don't hate watch
it.
anything.
Yeah, don't care about it. Just disregard it.
Yes.
Completely disregard it. Just be like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't
Well,
exist.
somebody pointed it out. Like
Let
when we,
Brett do it. Come
when,
on,
yeah,
guys.
when we reviewed Barbie, somebody's like, "Well, like you're giving them money," and somebody said,
Barbie looks based.
Somebody said bad reviews cost them more money than that that person going to see it and giving a bad review costs the company more money because then people watch that review.
Right.
You know, it's like
I think
it's not like Rotten Tomatoes where I refuse to believe that and we're going to be talking about this later. I refuse to believe that anybody actually uses Rotten Tomatoes as a reason to go see a movie.
Dude, but thank God we're in the timeline where Margot Robbie's Barbie, because it could have been Amy Schumer, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
that would have been bad.
That is the end of everything.
Yeah,
I feel so
true.
bad. Like I was just talking last night. I shared this picture of an actress from a TV show where I paused the scene because I wanted to look up who it was because she looked familiar. And then when I looked her up on IMDb, the still that I had paused it on was almost the exact still they used for her picture, and it freaked me out. And I realized that this actress who, I forget her name, it was like something Ewing. She's basically she's just the love child of an actress named Natalie Z and another actress. So it's like, I pointed this out to someone. And I was just like, look, this is like, Margot Robbie looks just like Emma Mackey. Like, Emma Mackey looks just like Margot Robbie. And then Emma Mackey just had the bad luck of kind of coming into her own in Hollywood at the same time that Margot Robbie was already dominant in the industry. But I'm going to go see both of those movies. I'm gonna go see Barbie and Oppenheimer.
That's what you should do.
I'd rather see them make like a mix of them called Barbenheimer. Where Barbie, it's like Ken becomes Oppenheimer, and or Barbie becomes Oppenheimer. She can become an Oppenheimer.
Damn, this Emma Mackey chick really is Margot Robbie at home.
She is.
He's like, Mom, I want Margot Robbie. No, we got Margot Robbie.
We have
at home.
discount. We have Margot Robbie at home. Go ahead. We have a $20 one from Unusable Alpaca.
Whitney Cummings is also a great female comedian. I'll just say that first off. Is a great female comedian. Question for Brett. Saw Las Vegas for the first time last weekend at my dad's because he has cable. E had a marathon for it, and it was amazing, but I can't find it on any streaming service.
Yes. I get a lot of hate on this channel because I love Boomer Dad TV. It is the boomerist, daddest show of all time. It's James Caan and Josh Duhamel. It's not on any streaming services, bro. You got to go find the DVDs and buy it. But it's unapologetically sexist in a lot of regards, and the women act like women and the men act like men, and you don't get
what
a
does
lot
that
of
mean,
that.
man?
I can tell. Well, I gave an example yesterday, but basically in one of the scenes, the one that I always point out is like they talk about how like they have these casino hosts, these women, and they know that they're there because they're attractive women, and they like there's this one there, Mary, who like literally she gets clients because she's got big boobs. And like they're like the ones like, why are you dressed so conservatively? And she's not dressed conservatively. She's like, sorry, I forgot my Whores Are Us card at home. And they play with the notion of the roles of men and women in society much more realistically for a show set in Las Vegas than you would probably see today.
I can't wait for USA Network to sponsor the show.
Yeah, dude, if I could more than anything, if I could get a USA Network sponsorship, if USA Network would hire me,
I mean, marketing man extraordinaire.
Bitches, I'm out of here. Like just for the merch. Like, and they don't even make any shows I want anymore. I just want it for the nostalgia. I just want to go there so I can get all the behind the scenes.
You just gotta give him a stupid hat.
Yeah, dude. I'm. If there was a USA Network theme park, I would go. Like,
oh my God, let's get a bird notice.
Yes, exactly. I would do that. So, guys, if you're gonna go see The Flash, it comes out on June 16th. If you want to wait for our review, he says, Serge says no. We are going to review it. We will be as fair as possible to the movie. If it's good, it's good. But it's kind of the same thing with all of these things right now, right? Like everyone got mad at me because I gave like Black Adam like a good review, but it's not like I'm
No, wait. Pause. Because I was one of the persons that was mad. You gave it a 9. Okay, you were like, it's comparable to The Godfather. Check the tapes. Everyone check the tapes.
Rocks,
he gave it a 9. I'll kick a rock, okay?
Okay, no.
That's not here nor there. But you're like, you gotta give it a 9 because it doesn't have woke stuff, so it's basically a cinematic masterpiece. It's like, dude,
I said I would never watch it again. I said it was fine, but I would never watch it.
God, I really hope. I wish Mary was here.
And that's what all of these things are, right? It's all things that it's fine, but I would never watch it again. I was not offended by The Little Mermaid, but I'll never watch it again. I was not offended by any of the other movies we've seen, but I'm probably never going to watch it. I might rewatch Sonic 2 if I'm ever...
Chat, you guys were here. You know Brett was giving that stuff a 9.
I'm calling cap. If I did, I gave it an 8, and it's on a sliding scale.
I have no comment. I'm just here bystanding.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was fine. It's like, but it's not like what I'm looking for are movies and television that I'm actually going to want to rewatch, which I don't think I've seen anything other than Reacher is the only show that has come out since I've been here that I've watched and then rewatched again. Like everything else, you watch out of a sense of obligation to finish, right? The movies are fine. You watch them, you do the review, you're done. But with a TV show, if I'm going to invest that much time in it, I'd like it to be something that I want to rewatch.
Right.
But that doesn't happen very. Like somebody pointed out the other day that the finale to Succession, they're like it pulled in a record audience of 2.9 million
What is that show?
Like it's white people being awful to other people.
Pretty much.
No, but seriously, what is it? Because is it like the new Schitt's Creek where we're gonna pretend it's great?
No, a lot like people that I trust really like it, but it's also like I like Billions.
Who, Feds?
Yes, Feds. But like
Federales.
Ooh, that's an interesting take.
Oh.
Ryan Rubino in the chat says anything above a 7 should be must see. I don't know if I agree with that. Like
Above a 7?
Like a 7 is like a solid meh. Like it's fine.
Is it
to see
5's
worse.
average, so...
Yeah. We got a $20 one right there from Deuce Boogly.
Yeah, virtually all female comedians only joke about sex, abortion, and their vaginas. True. And it's painfully
Hilarious.
funny. True. This includes Whitney Cummings, Sarah Silverman, Natasha Leggero, Lisa Lampanelli, Amy Schumer, and so many more. I think kind of. There are definitely some female comics that have had bits that are not about that in their sets that I've seen. But
Statistically, probably.
statistically, yeah, you see a lot of it, and I see a lot of new comics that I'm like tried to be fed by like Comedy Central as like this is a new comic you got to watch, and I watch and I'm just like this is just so mid.
Lisa
It's just-
Lampanelli was.
Ugh.
I mean, Earth.
FBI Special Agent Paul David Stewart says I like Succession. Go.
But what's the show about?
It's about a family business. Like, it's
and Succession.
It's not my thing, but I like Billions. But that's because I was a Damian Lewis fan. I fell off after he left.
Is it
the
like
show.
Ozarks?
No, it's not as dark as Ozark. I don't think.
I don't
But
know what I'm just not. I'm not a TV guy.
okay, so now he's saying above 7, so 8+. But I thought he said 7 and above. But
I mean
okay.
7.1.
Yeah. So it is what it is. We'll move on. But guys, if you're not gonna watch it, we will do a review for it when it comes out, and we'll get to that when we get to that. So, thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.